In this video, you're going to learn 5 different ways to achieve financial independence. Are you ready? Let's jump into it. The first method of achieving financial independence is through an inheritance, right? You just need to call up your rich aunt to ask her to put you in her will, and hopefully later on, hopefully, she has a good life, but afterwards, maybe you get some of that money. That's first and easiest way to achieve financial independence. But not everyone really has a rich aunt. So let's look at number 2. The second way to achieve financial independence is through a lottery. Yeah, the Powerball. At the time of recording this, the Powerball was $1.9 billion. You win that? Perfect. You're financially independent for your life, probably the rest of your family's life, and your heirs forever, basically. But you know what's actually really interesting? Over 70% of lottery winners end up going broke after just 5 years. In fact, a lot of them are in a worse financial situation than they were before they won the lottery. Why is that? It's like you can give people a bunch of money and they just end up spending it because they weren't ready to understand how money works and they weren't ready to manage it themselves to set themselves up for financial success for themselves or their family or for heirs. And going back to example number 1 with the inheritance, did you know that 70% of families lose their wealth by the 2nd generation and 90% lose it by the 3rd generation? So these first 2 examples of achieving financial independence is not really likely, first of all, for you to achieve. And let's say you do actually achieve it, there's a very good chance you're going to end up losing it all because you weren't ready to actually learn how to manage this money. So that brings us to the last 3 options. What we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about achieving financial independence through stocks, through real estate, and through starting a business. So let's jump into it. The first real way, statistical way to achieve financial independence is through investing in stocks. So what are stocks? Stocks are a way for you to invest in a company and for a company to make you money without actually having to work for your money. So let's use an example. Let's say you buy stock of XYZ company. This company already has their own management in place. They already have their own suppliers, their own vendors. They already have their own customers. They have their entire departments already laid out. When you invest in a company, they give you ownership of that company. So how amazing is that, right? You invest $100, now you own a portion of this massive company which already has its own systems. That means you don't have to do anything. But if the company does well, the stock price will go up in value. But of course, there is a flip side. If the company does not do well, the stock will go down. But there are certain stocks that pay something known as dividends. What are dividends? Dividends are a way for the company to pay back their shareholders for some of their profits. Let's say a company makes $1 billion. They may not necessarily know how to reinvest that company into their business just because there aren't as many opportunities for growth because these may be massive companies. So what they do is they actually pay out a portion of the profit as dividends to you as a shareholder. They're saying, hey, thank you for being an owner of the company. Here is a part of our profit paid back to you. This is actual cash that gets deposited into your brokerage account, which you could withdraw for living expenses such as gas or groceries or travel, or you could keep it reinvested in your brokerage account and you could buy an additional share of this company. Now, the cool thing about stocks is that it is such an easy way to get started to achieve financial independence. For example, it takes 10 minutes to open up a brokerage account, to put in money, set up auto-recurring deposits, and every single month or every single week or whatever frequency you choose, you'll continually invest into the specific stock. If you want to learn which stocks you should invest in, remember to subscribe and hit that like button so you'll be notified when the video comes out. Next, let's talk about real estate. Real estate is an incredible asset class. In fact, I'm a huge fan of it. Did you know that 90% of millionaires became millionaires through investing in real estate? When I first heard that statistic, it just blew my mind. Basically, I didn't have to recreate the wheel. I could just follow what other people were doing and just copy them or literally model what's working for them. And I could apply it myself. So I started investing into real estate and it paid off very well. And I am still a huge proponent of using real estate to achieve financial independence. But there are some cons to it. The major con, the first thing that probably comes to your mind if you're not a real estate investor is, oh, VJ, I don't have the money to do this. And that is the biggest hurdle for a lot of people just getting started. If you don't have money, there are a few ways for you to get it. You could either first save it yourself, which takes a lot of time, Or second, partner with someone who has the capital but doesn't have the time to actually find deals and invest themselves. So when you partner with someone, you could use their capital, your expertise, which you could develop through watching YouTube videos or taking courses. And with that, you're able to raise capital, buy properties that could cash flow and could appreciate, and everyone benefits if you do that. Of course, it does take a lot more education, it does take a lot more time to get started, but real estate is a fantastic option. Now, the third way to achieve financial independence is through starting a successful and scalable business, which can run without you. This is by far the most difficult method to achieve financial independence, but if you do it properly, and if you get through all the slumps and all the difficulty in starting a business, you'll be set up for the rest of your life, the rest of your family's life, and pretty much for multiple generations, as long as you teach generations after yours how to manage the money that they inherit. So I'm a huge fan of entrepreneurship. I've been an entrepreneur since I was in 8th grade, and I, because of that, actually started a podcast called The VJ Kyla Show, where we talk about entrepreneurship, investing, and self-improvement. But mostly, for the first 40-ish episodes, we've been mostly talking about the entrepreneurship side. And so if you are interested in learning more about entrepreneurship, I bring on highly qualified guests who have already made it in the field of business, and I bring them on and ask them specific questions which help me to grow my business. So that way I'm just sharing all that knowledge with all of you for free. So it's called The VJ Kyla Show. Check it out on Apple and Spotify. So I just listed 5 different methods of achieving financial independence. Of course, the first 2, I did it mostly as a joke. You should not be relying on an inheritance. I think that's a very poor way to achieve financial independence because you don't work for it, you don't have the character, and guess what? Statistically, when you do inherit the money, or if you inherit the money, you're going to end up losing it because you were not trained on how to manage it. You don't have the proper mindset to manage the money. And the same thing goes with the lottery. So it comes down to the 3 different options: investing in the stock market, investing in real estate, or starting a business. I want you to leave a comment below. Tell me which of the last 3 methods you would use to achieve financial independence. Would you like to use the stock market? Would you like to go the real estate route? Or would you like to start a business, or a combination of the 3? Let me know in the comments below. That way I can cater my content toward you so you can get the most value out of this channel. And if you haven't done so already, remember to hit the subscribe and like button so you'll be notified when the next video comes out. In the meantime, let me know what questions you guys have. Leave a question in the comments below and maybe I'll create a video on it in the future. If you want to learn how to get started investing in the stock market so you can grow your investment portfolio, we actually teach our investment strategies for free. Just click the link in the description, optionsellingSecrets.com. Until next time, thanks for watching and hope you have a great day. Hey, it's VJ. If you liked this video, you are going to love this video. Make sure you click it, leave questions in the comments, and I'm here to help however I can. Hope you have a great day.